All right, I am really excited. I just received in the mail 4 large mission fig cuttings that I had ordered online. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you one of the many ways of growing roots out of these cuttings to grow new fig trees. All right, the first thing we need to do with the cutting is we need to scrape away some of this bark at the bottom here, because that's where we want the roots to grow. You want to scrape it down to the cambium layer, and that's just the layer just below the bark, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, before we get started, the first thing we have to do is disinfect my knife here. Get some rubbing alcohol, okay? And just clean and disinfect your knife, okay? Now, before you start cutting, you got to obviously determine which way is up and which way is down. This is very easy. This particular cutting, he gave me the very tips of the branches. So here I got the buds here. You can tell by the nodes which way they're facing. They're pointing up. Like this one especially right here, you can see they're pointing up. So what I want to do is get my knife and just scrape away a little bit of that bottom. Not there, right about there, like that. Just till you hit the green, and just past the green is just fine. And what that's going to do is help the roots come out of here. Make it easier for the cutting to produce roots. Okay? All right, this next step isn't absolutely necessary, but it helps, okay? I like to use this product, Garden Rich Root and Grow. It's a root stimulator. Normally you would use this product when you're doing transplanting of trees and plants to keep them from getting shocked. So it's a root stimulator. It will help. So for a gallon here, mix 3.5 tablespoons of this product per 1 gallon of water. So that's what I did here, and I used an old water bottle. And what we want to do is put this in a cup. All right. Get the cuttings that you just scraped at the bottom here and put those in there like that, all right? I'm going to let these just soak in here for a while. All right, so I'm going to use these cups here to keep the cuttings in there for a while, for roughly a few weeks to a month. What we need to do is put some holes here. So I got a soldering iron. You can use whatever you want. You can even snip a little with the scissors, just snip a little bit off the edges here to make a hole. But just basically get a soldering iron and just burn a couple holes in it all the way around. You just want the water to get out. Okay, what we're going to do with this is once we have our plant in here, we're going to use this to hold the water, okay, like that. So if we ever overwater it, we can just get this and empty this out. All right, so next what we're going to do is get our soil here. Now the soil I'm using is just a seed starter potting mix. That's all you need to use. Water it because it comes really dry. Water to the point where if you squeeze it, you should be able to just get a couple of drops out of there. This one's actually a little too wet, but it's okay. And then what we want to do is fill our cups, the ones you made the holes in, fill those up. Alrighty, put that in there, go to the next. Alright, now I have all my cups filled with the seed starting potting mix. The reason why I use that is it's already pre-mixed. It's got perlite, it's got a bunch of stuff in it to help plants get started. So that's why I use it. So the next thing we need to do is get yourself some marker, pencil, whatever you have, and then make a little way for the cutting to get it down in there, okay? And I'll tell you why to start the hole first here in a second. Okay, so we started all our holes. Now the next thing we have to do is get yourself some rooting hormone. You can pick this up at any garden center, most places. This one here is made by Garden Safe. It's called Take Root. You can use whatever you want. They're all pretty much, if you look at the ingredients on this, it's all pretty much the same. So what we're going to do next is, well, we're going to open it up first, right? Take your cuttings that have been soaking in the root stimulator. And what you want to do, now this is a powder in here. What you want to do is shake off the excess water. You just want this wet, that's all. Stick it down in there and shake it around, or stir it around, I should say, not shake it. Okay, and then tap off the excess. Now you got a nice coating of this rooting hormone on there, right? Now, the reason why I made the hole here, if I were to just push this into the dirt, which you could do too, but if I do that, you're going to end up pushing most of the stuff off the cutting. So, by putting a hole there, it kind of eliminates that. And then just push it down. And just keep on doing that. Stir it around, tap off the excess, put it into the soil, push it down. Alright, now these are all set. The soil is moistened already. I'm going to add a little bit more of this, or this liquid here, and just give it a slight watering. Remember, this is your root stimulator. Now, you don't want to water it too much. You just want to keep it, the soil moist. Okay. And that should do it. I don't want this cup filling all up right away. It still hasn't. That's good. Alright, so now these are all set, and I'm going to show you the next step, what we're going to do. Alright, in this next step, well, you got two choices really. One is getting a Ziploc bag, a large one here, and put it over your cup like this. And move these out of the way so you can see. And we're going to Ziploc it up to about right there, okay? And we're going to fold the end in like this. Get yourself a good rubber band. What we're doing here is creating a little mini greenhouse for it. Now, you can keep them in here like this for several weeks. This will retain the moisture. Any water you put in here will just, when it evaporates, it goes up in here and it just contains it in here. So this won't dry up. Do not put this in direct sunlight. Okay, there's no need for that. Just keep it in here until the leaves start coming out on the cuttings here. Once the leaves come out, then this can come off permanently. But this just keeps and holds the moisture from your cups drying out. Alright, so the second option is get yourself one of these plastic totes. You can put your cuttings in there. Now I'm not going to use this method because I only have 4 cuttings, but if you had enough cuttings to fill this up in here, what you would do is put your cuttings in there, make sure they're nice and watered, close your top. Now they got this type here, the lid closes like this, but you can get the type with the lid like that also, that it just goes on top. This will hold the moisture in there and keep them from drying out. Again, do not put this in direct sunlight because they will overheat and die. Once they get leaves, you can take them out, put them in indirect sunlight outside for a while, as long as the temperatures are, you know, above 70 or so degrees. Start putting them in the sun occasionally for like an hour at a time. And then after, I don't know, after a week or so, start putting them, you know, giving them more time in the sun. So you don't want to, in other words, you don't want to just give them too much sunlight all at one time. But that's only when they start getting leaves. When the leaves come out and they're open and they look happy. Alright, so that is about it. I would every couple of days check to make sure it's still moist here. And there's water. You can see a little bit of water here at the bottom. Also, you can take the plastic off, air them out a little bit, or cut a little slit here and blow some air in there. The idea here is to get some air exchange so you don't get any mold growing in there. So roughly within 2 weeks, it should start growing roots, and possibly within 2 or 3, start growing some leaves at the top here, or sprouting new leaves anyways. Okay, so that is about it, guys. I'm going to keep you up to date. I'll put any updates for this video right here. You just click on that link there, and it'll bring you right to the video when I do that video. Alright, so I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.